The following presentation is rated TVMA.
It's just one of those days. We don't wanna wake up. Everything is fine. Everybody's sad. You don't really know why, but you ain't justified. No human contact. If you interact, your life is on contract. Your best bet is to stay away, motherfucker. Stop he said bullshit. I think you better quit. Let shit slip. You'll be legal with a bad lip. Stop he said bullshit. You better quit talking that shit. Just for those days. Alien freight train. First one to complain leads to a bloodstain. Stand right over maniac. You better watch your back. And then you're sucked up. Just locked up. Next line get fucked up. Best bet is to stay away, motherfucker. Just for those days. Stop he said bullshit. I think you better quit. Let shit slip. You'll be leaving with a bad lip. She said bullshit.
And we're recording, I think.
Live. What's up, dude? How you doing?
Hey man, how's it going? You guys braving the storm well out there?
Shoot. Thanks.
Can you not hear me?
There he is.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
All right.
I don't know if it's the program or what, because it did it to us last week also.
Who knows?
Again, this is why we call it Fuckery Show. Let's try that again.
We
right.
have shitty weather right now.
Yeah, we're in a tornado watch at the moment.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
That sounds like fun.
We're going to go outside and watch it.
So, tell us a little bit about Cultus Black and how this all got started.
Well, we're a cult. I think that's pretty obvious, judging by the name. And I don't know, this thing's been going on for a while now. I was in another project, and it started with that. You guys are familiar with Dope and Etzel Dope. He helped us kind of get it off the ground. I talked to him a lot in the beginning, and he still is kind of, helping us push us along a little bit here and there. But I wanted to build a project that was something a little bit different, and was kind of our own thing that could stand on its own. And so that's what we did. It's kind of a grassroots sort of thing that we're building. We don't have a whole lot of money behind us. It's a lot of DIY, kind of underground shit. But we like it that way. I think there's kind of a uniqueness about that and a genuineness about it.
That actually goes in. That's going to lead perfect into my next question. How do you feel about DIY bands versus going to a record label?
I mean, I think that there's a place for record labels, but it's kind of antiquated at this point, We're going to try to shop eventually and see if we can find a good, deal with a label. But really, DIY is kind of where it's at right now. Like a lot of bands are doing that. A lot of bands that had been signed dropped off and just do it themselves, because you have so much power now, with just the way things are set up. It's a lot easier to be a DIY band now. Of course, takes a lot of work, but you can make it happen. You have the avenues there where you can get your own shit out and you can reach your fans yourself, There is a place for record labels. I think that they can help push you if you get the right kind of deal. But I don't know, it's few and far between, and it is kind of becoming a bit antiquated.
Yeah, how many times have we had this discussion in the past, like three, 4 episodes?
Quite a few times.
It's a lot of the bands that we're finding, especially a lot of our friends, a lot of them are DIY and choose not to go to labels at all.
Yeah.
You're getting a lot of these small labels that are like trying to charge bands to be on it, and that's kind of defeating the whole purpose. Like, you're the product, and they're supposed to be, putting their money into your product. They're an investor, per se. And that really isn't happening here lately. And with the way social media is now, you guys got so much power in social media to put music out there as to where, back in the days where record labels were huge, you really had to have them in order to get your stuff out there.
There also wasn't social media either.
Yeah, there wasn't social media back then, but now there is. And
Well, I mean, we had MySpace, but I don't think that really counts.
Yeah, I feel like the old days of the record labels kind of being the gatekeepers is kind of gone. That's not really the way it is anymore.
So where did the whole concept and idea of Cultus Black come from?
Well, with my last band, I did full body paint and everything, as we all did. And so in talking to Edsel and a few different people, a lot of people really liked that. They liked me in the paint. They thought I had a really good energy. And so they wanted me to continue doing that. And I like it. I like theatrics, period. Every band I've ever been in has had some sort of theatrical element to it. So I wanted to take the paint and kind of do my own thing with it. I kind of flipped it on its head from the way that we did it in the old band. Every rule that was in place with that band, I've broken with this band, because I just wanted to do it completely different, but still have some elements of, because my past is my past, and I definitely owe a lot to people that have helped me along the way, but I also want to establish myself as my own entity. So everything from the past has helped to create what this is, this new entity, so there's that aspect of it, and obviously all the guys have masks on, and that is kind of hinting towards the whole cult vibe of the thing, that we're all kind of nameless, faceless entities. None of us have a name in this band. We just all go by letters.
Yeah, I like that
Yeah,
a lot.
I do too. That's fantastic.
I like your city back there.
Theatrical bands, anyways.
I like the city you got back there. It looks kind of like it's a rainbow, but it could also be on fire, which I think would be more appropriate right now.
Yes. Either way, it'll work.
Yeah, either way it rolls.
I like your aesthetic that you have going on. I feel like it's like super simple, but it's also like people are gonna look at that and say, "Oh, that's Cultus Black."
Yeah.
I mean, it's iconic enough that it's different and it's not too boring and it's kind of creepy. I enjoy it a lot, and I like the masked band members. When I first saw it, I was like, "That could be a horror film."
Yeah,
I want to see that horror film.
me too. Well,
I would love to make it. If I can find somebody to help me make it, I would fucking make it too.
That would be awesome.
Well, I kind of feel like if with a lot of theatrical bands, if you don't find something to set yourself apart, you end up getting in that little box of like Mushroom Head and Slipknot.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you fall in that box, and it's hard to get out of that box. But if you go in a theatrical way like they have done, or like Ghost, it really sets yourself apart as far as being a theatrical band.
Before people hear us, I've had people compare us to Ghost because of the image, and then they hear us and they're like, "Okay, no, it's not."
No.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
See, that's I actually think I first came across you guys on Facebook. Actually, I think it was because I'm friends with Zero on Facebook, and he posted it, and I see, I'm like, what is this? And I started looking into it, and one of our employees got super excited because he knows you from past stuff, and
Yeah.
I get my phone ringing, and he was like, "Have you checked your fucking inbox?" I'm like, "No." And he was like,
Fuck that inbox.
"You need to check your inbox right now and see who's in your inbox right now. Wanted to come on with you guys." I'm like, "All right." And I see that, I was like, "Hell yeah, I was gonna go after these guys anyways."
Yeah, Zero put me on to you guys. So and I had seen because I know you did a thing with Waylon. So I saw that too. Because I have like, you know how the music industry is. Everybody knows fucking everybody. So. Did you lose me?
There you are.
I'm back.
Yeah, I see that.
Where did you lose me?
You said yeah, Zero turned me on to you guys, and then it went.
I was just saying I'd heard about you guys just because I saw you did a thing with Waylon too, and everybody knows everybody in the music industry. So
Oh yeah, we've had Waylon on twice. Yeah, twice.
Yeah.
We know quite a few of them. We love Waylon. Waylon's a lot of fun.
Yeah, Waylon's a cool dude.
He's just all hot dog.
So what do you guys got going on right now? I know you can't really have a whole lot going on because of quarantine and fucking the world burning at the ends, but what are you guys focused on right now?
Well, we just came out with a video for a track called Witch Hunt last week. It's been about 8 days now, I think. So we released that, and we're trying to push it on YouTube and Spotify and all your, typical outlets.
Whoever's TV's up super loud.
Hot TV? What? Are you there?
Yeah, gotcha.
So yeah, we're trying to push that. It's doing pretty well. We also, the album is done with tracking and mixing and everything. We just got to get it mastered. So we're hoping we can release that later this year. We don't have a release date yet because we don't know enough to come up with one. Like if we tried to say a release date, it would be bullshit. So we're just sitting on the release date for now. But hopefully by the end of the year. And also we're working on a cover. So we want to have something to put out because we know it's going to be a little while before the album comes out. So we want some more material to keep people rolling. So we're going to release a cover hopefully within the next 4 to 6 weeks. We had a tour that was booked that got canceled because of the fucking COVID, bullshit. But yeah, that's still supposed to happen. We just don't know when because, like everybody, we're in a holding position.
I tried telling you.
I know. I didn't know. I wasn't aware it was this bad.
I tried telling you.
What's up?
I think it might be just streaming. I don't know. There you go.
There we go.
Jesus.
What's up?
This tornado doesn't take us out. You froze again.
At least we're working through it.
We're gonna make it a comedy show.
Hey, we are really good at making the best out of a bad situation. That's kind of become our motto with this band. So.
Hopefully nobody makes like a YouTube compilation of just like us staring at each other because it's not happening. We're just like.
Yeah, well, you should have seen me with
Mr.
Agitator last week.
Last week, yeah.
That was interesting.
I wasn't here, so I didn't.
Ultimately, the quarantine fucked y'all up something fierce then.
Yeah, it was our first tour was booked with Head PE, and
oh wow.
Yeah, we had to pull it because the whole tour got canceled.
Yeah.
Right. There's nothing you can do about that. I mean, I think almost everybody has been canceled this year.
Yeah. So I don't know when it's going to happen. I know that it's still happen, but we don't.
I don't know if it's freezing for him on his end.
What if it is us?
Huh?
What if it is?
I don't know.
Speaking of the phone. There he is.
There he is. Jesus.
I guess I froze again. Yeah, you guys are straight. Like you aren't freezing at all. I guess I'm freezing for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know if it's you or if it's the program that we use or what, but like he said it was like this last week too. So
No, okay.
we're like he was like, oh, he's frozen, and then the other guy was totally fine. He was like, what's happening? What? I'm freezing.
Yeah, it was actually kind of fun.
Yeah,
Words.
no idea when I'm freezing. So
If you ever just see us like stop and just like blankly like just staring at you, that's
a pretty good indicator. Yeah.
We're just like,
Yeah, definitely. So, are you guys looking? Are you starting to book for next year, or are you guys holding back?
I guess we're kind of holding back. You know, I mean, if we're willing to entertain any bookings, but we just nothing's really happening right now. I think most people are still kind of just seeing what's going to happen. You know, we had obviously all the shows that have been canceled. We want to book them.
it's frozen already. Oh my gosh.
Is he drooling?
There we go. I know I'm dripping.
You're drooling on yourself.
It's fine.
It's
It's a very exciting time. I know.
So,
Definitely.
well, so if you could tour with if you could put together your own tour, and it could be any genre at all, any dead or alive, who would it be?
Dead or alive. Wow, that covers a lot of ground. I don't know if we would necessarily fit, but I would love to tour with 9 Inch Nails and David Bowie. I think that would be fucking great.
I'd pay to see it. That'd be dope.
I would. Would it be 9 Inch Nails?
But fuck
Would
it.
it be 9 Inch Nails on drugs or sober?
On drugs.
Okay. I have to always ask that one.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a big difference.
Gotta be 9 Inch Nails on drugs. I'm glad he's clean, but they would be on drugs.
There's a huge difference.
Yeah, I know.
It's not quite as dark after.
Listen to the albums
I know.
in row.
In a row,
Yes.
one after the other.
Yeah. From when the first one came out to now.
Oh, there's a big difference. Yeah, he's gone through a lot of changes through the years.
I mean, I feel like that's every musician, though.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you're being real, then you're gonna change.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Marilyn Manson got sober and fat. Have you
He
seen
definitely did get fat. See, Trent Reznor got sober and buff. Like he was out. He's got guns.
fucking jacked?
Yeah, yeah.
You go one of two ways: jack or fast.
Marilyn Manson damn near is a poster child for McDonald's at this point.
Don't make fun of
Jesus.
him.
I still
He loves Big Macs. What can he say?
love.
Well, that's
Marilyn
just what
Manson.
happens when you get off drugs.
That's-
Your body's like, oh, cool. I probably should store all this food.
Or you
That's a good
smoke a
idea.
hella weed,
Yeah, that could be it.
which is my issue. Most definitely.
Probably.
I just thought I had a question and it just completely
I know.
fucking slipped.
Jump right out of
I
your
heard
head.
the light bulb go off, and then it.
I did. Okay, so another one. Favorite horror film? You've gotta have a favorite horror film.
Favorite horror film? My go-to is The Shining.
Oh yeah.
That's the second time. The Shining's winning right now.
Is it
Who else said that?
It was Trying Times.
Trying times.
The
Yeah.
lead singer Trying Times said The Shining. That's the second time. So far, we've gotten something different every time, except now The Shining's winning. Shining's
It was a fucking good movie.
It is a good movie. It's a very good movie. Me, I'm more of a B-rated gore, chop them up, as much blood and guts as humanly possible.
Yeah.
I'm good with it.
Yeah, I feel that. I mean, I like that shit too.
Which would be fucking Peter Jackson's Dead Alive for me.
Yeah, I remember that. I like really shitty horror movies too. Like Troll 2 is one of my favorite movies.
Oh yeah, I like Troll.
He likes shitty horror movies too. What did you watch?
What?
Was it Brain Damage that I was like,
Yeah, Brandon.
what the fuck are you watching?
I'm watching Tammy and the T-Rex tonight.
Yeah, I don't know. I
That's
just
got Paul Walker and Denise Richards.
yeah.
I don't know.
I just,
When they were like super young, like super young.
I like bad media. Period. Like
I know.
I like
I
bad
like
movies.
psychological.
Yeah.
Like psychological horror is my favorite.
like monsters.
You like blood and gore.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily
Exactly.
need that for a horror film.
Yeah, you do. So if you could tour with any of your major
Didn't
bands,
we just
like-
talk about this?
No, hold on.
Okay.
You said Dead or Alive.
We did that.
Different. This is completely different.
Okay.
So if you could put together a tour with like some of the major ones, like Korn, Slipknot, Megadeth, who would it be?
put together. So these are people that are alive still.
Yeah.
What could I say that? Is Bjork still alive?
Yeah, I think she is.
There you go. We'll book a tour with Bjork. Bjork and fucking I don't know, Justin Timberlake and Justin Bieber. Bjork, Justin Timberlake, and Justin Bieber. We'll go right in the
Called
middle.
the What the Fuck tour.
We'll go right in the middle of the
I'm
set.
pretty sure that they would cause Justin to shit himself.
He would be
I'm
not
pretty
ready.
sure. I would pay to see
That's
that.
why we're doing it. That's the
Justin
whole
Bieber shit
point.
himself?
Yes, I would.
I feel like they would make Justin Bieber kill himself. Probably.
We'll just storm the stage during their set every night. It'll be great.
I would pay
Just
to
drop
do-
from the ceiling.
I would pay to see what they would do to them on tour. That was like the story. I was watching a documentary the other day with, speaking of which, Marilyn Manson,
Mhm.
and he had a bad habit of pissing on Korn food before the show.
On their food?
Yeah.
Why?
You did this for what?
Why not?
Why?
Why
Just because?
Fucking Marilyn Manson. That's.
Why not? That's
Yeah.
the real question.
You ever seen any of his
I
documentaries?
no,
behind
I
this?
just
Oh
started
my
watching
God.
some interviews like yesterday, and the first one I watched was his interview with Larry King.
See, those
And
are
it's kind of a
tight,
shit
you know?
show.
You gotta watch like behind the scenes, like before and after a concert. It's like hell, pure hell.
Well, yeah. Is this
Yeah.
before or after drugs? During. Okay, gotcha.
All the above.
Yeah, this is like at least like a good like 4 years.
I didn't know if he like
of
still
drugs.
does this, like now that he's not on drugs.
Fuck no! Every time he does anything on stage, he breaks a bone. He just broke his leg not too long ago.
Falls down, a set piece falls on him. You remember that?
Yeah.
If I was him, I'd be like, I'm done. Like that is the universe saying that I should be done.
Yeah, that's fucking insane.
He's gonna be like the Ozzy of that generation, I think. Like he's gonna play until he's like 100 years old.
Probably so.
Only time will tell.
It won't be great, but it'll be alright.
So how long have you had Cultus Black together? Is this relatively new, or have you been working on this in the background for a while?
We've been working on it in the background for a while, like 3 years maybe. But as publicly, we're coming up on a year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, I've come to find out that a lot of bands, especially ones like this, that like pop out of nowhere and like punch you in the fucking mouth, and they're all of a sudden everywhere. They've usually been working on it in the background for a fucking
Right, they
while.
didn't just like wake up
Yeah.
this like last week and we're like, you know what?
No.
We're gonna put
Yeah,
this
it doesn't
band
work
in,
that way.
We're gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that. I
That's
wish.
not what you did.
Because that was kind of like with I Wrestled a Bear once, and she left and did Spirit Box. Like they were working on Spirit Box for like the last 2 years that she was in I Wrestled a Bear once, and then Spirit Box was like boom.
Here
fucking
we
hit.
are.
Yeah,
90s
it's fun how that works.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty fucking much. So during quarantine, a lot of people have picked up new hobbies. Have you picked up any interesting hobbies while you've been locked in a house?
Well, I've been locked in a house. Well, to be honest, I really haven't been locked in a house all that much. I've been out doing stuff, which I guess is not proper. You're not supposed to, go out. But I've definitely been out quite a bit, just because I work and you gotta build the cult. So you gotta find new followers. You can't do that without fucking going out. But anyways, yeah. So I've been out a little bit. I haven't really been stuck in so very much. But let's see. Yeah, what have I been doing? Well, writing music. I don't know if I got any new hobbies really. It's really just been the same old shit, writing music and trying to focus on this project and push it out as much as I can, you know. So I've been trying to learn a lot of shit about, you know, the different platforms, that YouTube and Spotify, and Spotify has been kind of new to me, honestly. I never really fucked with Spotify before, but you know, you got to be on the fucking platform. You got to be on all the platforms.
Anything that you can be on, you need to be on.
Yeah, so I've been doing a lot of research on Spotify and different ways to market there and get heard, and you know, just music related shit.
So don't tell us the cover that you're doing, because that's usually a question we ask is, if you can cover any song, any genre, what would it be? So don't tell us what you already covered, but tell us what you would cover if you were going to do a different one.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say I'm not really saying what the cover we're doing right now is yet. Anyways,
Yeah,
because we're not 100% sure. We have a couple that we're working on, and not 100% sure which one we're gonna release yet. But so I wouldn't say it either way. But so in a Fantasyland, a song to cover. I don't know. I've always wanted to cover some David Bowie. Like for years, I've wanted to cover David Bowie. It's kind of hard to pick a good song that's like not been done, or that would you think would fit well in the genre, you know. But I've always wanted to do David Bowie. I'd be hard pressed to say which song exactly. But,
I mean, yeah.
I don't think fashion would really work, you know.
No.
Probably not. I feel like you could take it.
Somebody might could do it, but I don't see it. You know, though I can't remember now. There was actually a song that we were gonna cover on the last album that I did, and we were gonna do a David Bowie song. I can't fucking remember which one it was, but we just didn't have the time. We ran out of time and we didn't do it. I'm really stumped on that. I wish I could remember what song it was. I'll probably remember it later. I'll chime in later.
I think I'll figure it out at some point.
Gotcha.
So the coveted question of the Friday Fuckery Show is, do pineapples belong on pizza?
No.
Son of a bitch!
Hey!
I'm losing my ass this year.
I
Fuck me.
don't think so either. I think it's disgusting.
I don't like it. My girlfriend likes it.
I am straight losing my ass this year. Bad.
I just don't think that like sauce and pineapples are complementary.
It's delicious.
It's not so much the cheese, it's the sauce for me. Like, I don't think the sauce and the pineapple are good.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't see it. Like I get some sweet and savory mixtures, but for pizza, I don't see I don't see it.
I'm not adventurous in pizza either.
You're killing me. Killing me, Smalls.
Well, the other question that is this year's question, it's awful. So feel free to not answer if you don't want to. But if you ever snorted blow off a hooker's ass.
I was gonna say I exclusively answer horrible questions.
He froze it like the perfect time.
So what was the question again? I'm
Because
sorry.
he was very disapproving.
I was concentrating on my answer to not the question. What was the question again?
So have you ever snorted blow off a hooker's ass?
Off of a hooker's ass?
Yeah.
No, I can't say as I've ever snorted blow off of a hooker's
Me
ass.
It's just a fan question that they
That's
ask.
such a rock star thing to do, right?
I don't know. I don't want to touch a hooker's ass with any part of my body, let alone my face.
I know a lot of people that have touched a lot of hookers' asses, and they may have snorted blow off of them.
Like with their face?
I didn't see it, but yeah, I'm sure.
Probably.
I mean,
So
you
bad.
know, I've heard some stories.
No.
Oh yeah.
No.
You ever read the autobiography on Guar?
No.
You should.
I haven't, but I'm sure there's some stories there.
Holy
Yeah.
shit. There's stuff in there that made me fucking blush, and you know, not much makes me blush.
No.
I mean, I've seen and been involved in a lot of crazy shit, but I think he froze, but I do have another question.
Am I alive? Am I here?
And it looks stupid. What are we doing?
So we wait for some please.
Testing.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Testing.
So, my next question is, I know you've been in a lot of projects over the years and done a lot of touring. What is the craziest thing that has ever happened to you on tour?
The craziest thing that's ever happened to me on tour. I don't know. That's hard to quantify. Like, there's lots of stories of weird shit that's happened, you know. But I'm trying to think. What do you want? Like, I can tell you a really cool thing that I enjoyed the shit out of. That was pretty crazy to me. Was when we were touring with American Head Charge. Fuck, I don't know when it was now. It's probably 2-3 years ago. But we were touring with American Head Charge. We did the last show of that tour was in their hometown in Minneapolis, which is kind of ironic given the current circumstance. But we had a show out there, and it was the last show of the tour. And actually, well, I know that they're starting to do shows now, but I think it was the last show that they played before they broke up again. But anyways, we played that show with them in their hometown, and we were, you know, we've been on tour with them, so we're kind of direct support. But the cool thing about it was that we went on stage with them during the last song of the set, and I performed with them. I've been doing it every night, but at this show, the whole band, like all the band, like got on stage, and we just fucking wrecked the stage. Like we just destroyed the stage, and the place was packed, and people were, you know, crowd surfing and stage diving and just throwing the fuck down, and we were throwing shit off the stage into the crowd, and like, you know, throwing the drums, and that was just like the most rock star moment that I had experienced. You know, it was just so fucking cool to because I kind of grew up listening to American Head Charge too, you know, so for me, it was really cool just to be able to tour with them and make friends with them, and, you know, then to be able to go on stage with them and, you know, share the stage with them, not only like
destroy a stage.
but destroy the fucking stage, and
I'm right there with you, Mike.
act like an asshole.
American Head Charge.
You know, yeah.
At one time they were one of my favorite bands. Them and 36 Crazy Fists, which a lot of people remember that.
Yeah, I remember those dudes too. Yeah.
There's so many times I'm like, you know, telling people. Now, actually, it was at Welcome to Rockville a couple of years ago down in Jacksonville. And I was working for another radio station. I was sitting out there, and 36 Crazy Fists got up, and I freaked out because I didn't even know they were there. They were playing a pre-party to Welcome to Rockville. And I just completely fucking freaked out. Like, everybody around me is like, who the fuck is 36 Crazy Fists? I'm like, y'all are horrible. All of you going straight to hell.
Fuck y'all.
You've never heard blood work? Kidding me.
But I can tell another story that's just kind of circumstantial of the place that we stayed in. But okay, so we stayed in this house that was like a hoarder's house. Like it was just packed with shit everywhere. And it was like it was funny because the way the chick described it, she's like, yeah, I've got like a 8-bedroom house with a jacuzzi and blah, 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 blah. We're like, fuck yeah. All right, let's do it. You know? So we go to stay at this place, but it's like an old, but when we pull up, I'm like, okay, so this is like an old ass house, but I'm totally cool with that. Like I fucking love old, you know, architecture and like haunted houses. It looked like a fucking haunted house. I'm like, I'm still totally down. Like, let's do that. But we go inside and it's literally just garbage and trash everywhere. And so we're walking in, we're like, okay, a little less cool. And there's like the jacuzzi was actually also full of trash. It was just packed full of trash. Like
they didn't say they had one. They didn't say it was working.
Yeah, we have a jacuzzi, but it's also full of straight up garbage. But so we're walking through, and then we go into the living room, and there's like, I don't know, 8 to 10 like small children like sleeping on bags of trash and stuff around. And we're like, this is interesting, you know. And she's just like, y'all, some of you can sleep down here, and then some of you can come upstairs. And I'm just like, I'll go upstairs. So we go walking upstairs, and as we're walking upstairs, there's like trails of blood, like someone had like, I don't know, fallen and like scraped their hand, like you see in a horror movie, like blood like down the. And I'm like, okay, also interesting. So we go walking upstairs, and when we get upstairs, there's like no furniture, no anything upstairs, like it's just no. And
way too familiar.
Like almost to a T familiar. Like
maybe we stayed there too.
We might have stayed in the same house you did.
It may have. I don't know. I don't remember where the fuck it was because you know when you're on tour, it's all blurred.
The one we were at was in Alabama.
Yeah.
It fucking could have been. I really don't know. But as we go upstairs, and again, there's no furniture upstairs at all. There's like one room that has like one like old TV in the middle of the floor, and like a carcass of a dead cat in front of it.
Oh my god.
And there was a few like little baby kittens running around, and a dead cat. And so I'm like, okay. But then we also noticed that there was padlocks on the outside of every bedroom. Like, she's locking somebody in these fucking bedrooms.
Oh,
You're like,
hell
we're about to get
no.
kidnapped.
And we still stayed there. Like, we did. We still fucking stayed there. And I remember I like went and I had my sleeping bag and like I just fucking got in the corner and I was like, all right, so I'm leaving the fucking door open. And if I hear anybody come, you know, there's no sound in the house. I would have heard somebody come. So I'm like, whatever, it'll be fine. So we definitely stayed there. But then afterwards, one of the merch girls that was with us actually took the baby kitten that was there. And like, because we're in the van, she's like, I got the cat. And we're like, what the fuck? She was like, it was going to die there. It was horrible. I'm like, okay, well, you know, fair enough. Maybe it is better to take the cat. But they took, so yeah. So that was a fun time.
We literally have like almost the same things, like not even kidding. We did the same thing you did. They're like, oh, you can sleep down here or you can sleep upstairs. And we're like, well, I mean, the upstairs can't be any worse than down here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so much worse than downstairs. The mattress had a 4 foot by 4 foot hole in the middle of it.
That's a big hole.
Like something that like somebody just ate the inside of the mattress.
That could have been from Friday the 13th.
Maybe.
There was
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Panties shoved into holes in the walls.
It's Nightmare on Elm Street where he sucks him through the.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of exactly what it looked like.
Yeah. Next morning, I think I woke up at like 5 a.m. Nobody else had slept. I tried to sleep, and I looked down at the floor, and I'm not even exaggerating. There's literally a cockroach pushing a turd across the floor. Like, there was dog shit everywhere, but it's like literally pushing this turd of dog shit across the floor. And we all just look at each other, we're like, nope, we're out. We got the car left.
See, that's why it's so fucking funny to me when people think, like, you know, oh, you're going on tour. And, like, you know, I don't know. Some people have this, like, image in their head that, like, you're staying in nice places and, like, oh, you're going out sightseeing. You're going to go see the country or what. No.
It's like you work.
You're seeing the underbelly of the fucking country.
Right, yeah. You're like literally, when we tour, we get there maybe a day early if we're lucky. But even if we do get there a day early, it's like we sleep.
Yeah.
And then we work all weekend, and then it's like, all right, on to the next place. We didn't really see much, but we saw the city.
The first big tour that I did was 3 months long, and we had 2 days off in 3 months. So, and those 2 days that we had off, I definitely fucking slept, you know? Like that, we weren't doing anything else but sleeping. You lost me again, didn't you?
There you are.
Yep. Now you're back. Yeah, it's. I love when people ask us the same thing, like, oh, touring must be so awesome. You get to see all these amazing things and you stay in 5-star hotels. I'm like, whoa, what tour are you doing? Because I don't know any tour that has ever been like that.
Nope.
I mean, we've gotten lucky at a few places where they lined us up with some decent hotels and stuff like that, but it's like very few and far between.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were lucky enough to, like, as we built momentum, that we started to make enough money that we could get decent hotels, you know?
Right.
But even then, like, you're like, well, do we really want to spend this money on this when we could put it back into the band? So that was like once a week we get a decent hotel, you know, because we can, but we want to save the fucking money too. So.
Oh yeah, well we do like Priceline. Like we don't go through the hotel at all. We just like go on Priceline, find like a cheap hotel that has nice reviews.
Yeah.
And hope for the best.
Yeah, that or we find some of our friends that aren't touring, that are in bands and
that don't have crazy households.
Yeah, we'll call them and be like, are you touring right now? No. Can we stay with you for like a day or two? Yeah.
Yeah. I've definitely done that too. It's not, you know, there's a lot of good things about touring too. Obviously, you get to meet a lot of people, like you're saying, you know, you get friends across the country. So then when you do try to go out, then you do have somebody to stay with. And just playing cool venues and stuff and getting to meet fans and stuff is great. You know, I miss it. I really do. And I wish we didn't have to cancel this last one, you know.
We miss it too.
Yeah,
We were supposed to do something in August, and now we're not doing that either. So we have something like September, hopefully.
Yeah.
The next
Well,
one.
the only thing we have left right now is filming the movie.
We have a September show.
Oh, we
We
do?
have FTA open here
Oh, yeah,
Mhm.
in Illinois.
in Illinois.
Okay.
In Cave in Rock, Illinois. It sounds like a fake place, but apparently it's not.
What's up with the movie? I'm not familiar with what you're.
We have been casted in Clown Motel 2.
Oh,
The first one came out last summer and was one of the more successful indie horror films of the summer. And we got to know the producer and the director, and he kind of loved our characters and was like, I'm going to cast you in the second one. So we're doing Motel 2.
that's awesome.
So we get to go to Vegas for a second in August.
Yeah, we love Vegas.
Vegas is cool.
Yes.
Yeah, that's like one of my favorite spots. I fucking love Vegas. Tampa sucks. Tampa's one of the places I hate the most. I hate
Tampa's
I hate
traffic
Tampa and I
sucks.
hate Atlanta. I really hate Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
We tried to not do shows in Atlanta.
What happened to you in Atlanta?
The traffic. So we're from Nebraska,
Okay.
so we don't get like Atlanta traffic or Cali traffic or anything like to that extent. Like at no point will you sit on the interstate for more than like 20 minutes, like tops, like in one spot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it'll take you less than an hour to get anywhere into Omaha. So we hit Atlanta my very first time in Atlanta. We hit it at like 6 p.m. on a Friday night.
And it was
That's
bad.
gonna be
It was
The last time I was in Atlanta as Scoops, well, I guess doing a show, I got shot at and tased all in the same night.
Yep.
And I was like, fuck Atlanta. This is no place for a creepy fucking clown because they kill you. No, fuck that.
Yeah, it's kind of getting a little deep south down there.
Yeah, no.
Well, you guys are frozen.
Are we?
Yeah, I can still hear you though, but you're very statuesque right now.
That's interesting.
So weird.
That's very interesting.
That's what's been happening to us this whole interview. So, but we can't hear you when you freeze.
Well, hey, I'm one step ahead of you then because I can still hear you. So we're
Well,
good.
At least we know that because if it keeps doing this, we could just like improv.
Just be
which
like,
we're good at
just
anyway.
just nod. Just hopefully he didn't say like, do you guys kill kittens?
That's what Mr. Agitator was doing to me.
What? Oh, like asking me fucked up
Yeah, he
questions.
was asking me fucked up shit and I couldn't
And you're
hear
like,
it.
mhm.
And I'm like, uh-huh.
Do you guys
Uh-huh.
dead people?
It was not
Like
good.
sure, whatever you want.
Yeah,
It's fine.
it was not good.
So, what is your goal for like your next 5 years? Where do you want to be?
5 years where do I want to be? Well, I would like to have put out a couple of albums and toured the world. I really want to get overseas and do some touring and just have a fucking successful project here. You know, like I want to be able to have this band be self-sustaining and touring and be doing some big tours and overseas. And, you know, I mean, that's pretty much the size of it.
I think that's pretty much everybody's, ultimate goal is to do something of that nature.
I want to go to Ireland
Ireland's cool.
They're gonna
specifically.
come out and beat us with their fucking shillelaghs.
Maybe it would be awesome.
We're not always liked everywhere we go.
I know, but it would still be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why
Or Japan. Japan would love us.
If we do tour with a band, we try to make sure that it's a band that's like very theatrical like us, because then we kind
Oh
of
yeah. So see, we need to do like a Cultus Black, Scoops and Mischief tour. We'll host. We could find a couple more theatrical bands and
That'd be cool.
The last time we did a show, it was with Raven Black.
Oh yeah, I know those guys. And
Yeah, we love Raven. We've been friends with them for God, how long now?
Like almost 4 years.
Yeah,
probably.
yeah. They were one of the very first bands that ever came onto our show back when we started it 3 years ago.
cool.
And kind of stuck being friends with them, and
Raven this week.
they hit us up, and we went and did a show with them in Oklahoma City with Devil Driver and Ginger when we were already on tour. And it was fun, and we've kind of kept in touch and continued to do stuff together. And our aesthetic kind of fits their aesthetic. So,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, it works.
We also fit in with a cult though, so
Well, it depends on which versions of us that we do. If I do voodoo scoops, then yeah.
Absolutely.
'Cause
Yeah. We did a show with Raven Black not too long ago with Static X in North Carolina. Am I frozen again?
calling us what band.
Can you hear me now?
they can hear us.
We can hear us. It'll be good.
At least they can hear us.
Yeah, we can hear. There we go.
You can't hear me. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now we can.
Which band? Besides
I'm
Raven?
just saying we did a show with Raven Black and Static X and all those guys.
We missed that tour, sadly.
Oh yeah. Well, we were touring when that tour was going on, and we kept trying to meet up to
Working.
hang out and at least come just as ourselves, and it just didn't happen. It's
Yeah, that's hard.
I know Waylon's wanting us to come see him on a show, and it's like we're trying, but every time he's out, we're out, and it just never
Lines up. Yeah.
never fucking lines up. One of these days it will.
At some point, who knows? So where are you based out of? I might be dumb and miss that, but where are you guys based out of?
North Carolina.
Oh, we're there a lot.
Oh yeah, like a lot. We'll be there in October.
Yeah. We always do, we do a hunt out in North Carolina every year in Greensboro called the Woods of Terror.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think
So we always
I've
go
been
out there
before.
and do guest appearances at that hunt every single year.
Cool.
And then we're in the area anyways because my parents live in South Carolina, so we're always
Right on.
around there at some point.
Right on.
Oh, where'd you go?
Sorry,
What are you doing?
one of the children was screaming. There was a spider in her room.
Ah, yes, the wonderful sounds of children screaming.
Pretty much. I was like, I thought it was like a laugh, and then she kept screaming. I was like, I should probably go check.
She loves us, but is terrified of a damn spider.
That's like the only thing she's scared of. Like, she doesn't mind us. She doesn't mind haunted houses,
Oh no, she hates fucking snakes.
snakes, and spiders.
Because that day that damn racer came out and fucking chased her ass.
She was out. She's like, I gotta go.
Oh, the David Bowie thing was Ashes to Ashes. That's what it was.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I wanted to really flip it on its head and change it up a lot, but I thought it had potential.
I like when bands do that. I really do. There's been very, very few that have been able to take an original and kind of make it their own. They either completely trash it or they mimic it like exactly the way it was.
Yeah, I don't see the point in that. I don't know why you
I like
would.
it better when they. Sometimes I like covers more than the original. Like, I like Raven Black's The Nobodies better than I like the original.
Yeah.
But like Weezer, they can get the fuck out of here with their cover of Africa.
Yeah. That shit blew up too. That was all over the place.
I was like, it doesn't sound any different.
Well,
Except the singing's worse.
it's not that bad.
I hate it. I do not like it. At all.
Look, we're at the end of the show. What's your shameless plugs?
My shameless plugs?
Yes.
Are we talking about butt plugs or
I mean, if you want to.
I mean,
the
We got-
larger the better? The larger the better. Well, I see a crawl here of cultusblack.com/shop. And I like that crawl because that is to our shop where you can buy our shit
do
and
it.
support the cult. So that's really good. We also have the as I mentioned earlier, the witch hunt video is on the YouTube channel, which is just cultusblack.com fucking YouTube, whatever. If you search for us, you'll find us. Basically, on all platforms, we're just Cultus Black.
Maybe we'll get him back. There he is.
There
Did
we
you
go.
lose me again?
Yeah.
Damn the plugs.
Bring the plug.
Fuck.
We've got the cultist. We talked about the scrolly part. We lost you right after that.
Okay, we're scrolling across here with our shop where you can buy our shit. And then you can find us on YouTube with the new video that we just released, Witch Hunt. It's pretty raw. It was a live in-studio video, so it's not like there's no layered vocals. There's no bullshit. It's just us fucking playing the song. So we wanted to do it that way just to kind of capture the intensity of the band and to do something a little different. Most music videos aren't done live. So
Right.
we wanted to do it that way. And so that's what that is. It's on our YouTube page. Like I said, just fucking look for us, Cultus Black. We're on YouTube. We're on Spotify. We're on all of the platforms. Not really Twitter, though, because fuck Twitter.
We
Um,
have to. We don't know how it works, but we have one.
I don't really ever touch it.
We're on there.
I
Well,
just
actually,
look
to
at
tell
it
you the truth,
occasionally.
somebody actually made
They do
a
let you show full frontal nudity.
fake Twitter profile of
They
us.
do that.
We do.
Yeah.
There he is.
Somebody made a fake Twitter profile of us a while back. So I don't know if it ever got pulled down or not, but there's a fake one on there. And us, the real one. The only reason why I even made a real one was because it was a fake one.
Right. Because you're like, okay, if you're going to get all these follow, you know what I mean? Like, you want them to go to your
Yeah,
instead of somebody's fake stuff.
someone's bullshit.
You don't want them to get scammed.
Yeah, we've been copied a few times.
Yeah, you have to watch out for that too. Like, people will take your t-shirt designs and sell them, and then they never, they didn't pay the product.
Just put them on their own shit. Yeah, some people are fucking shysty.
It's happened to us
Several times.
multiple times.
Several times. But anyways, we appreciate your time. We appreciate you coming on with us on the Fine Fuckery Show.
It's definitely fuckery.
Of course.
A fistful of fuckery? Is that what you said?
I said it was definitely full of fuckery. I guess it was a fistful of fuckery too.
A
We'll use mine.
fragrant
Mine's probably the
fistful of
smallest.
fuckery.
But to all y'all watching, good night.
Thank you.
We can figure it out. Okay, so like we said before, follow cultusblack.com/shop. If you guys are watching this, you all already have found out that we are currently on vacation.
Fuck yeah. Right now, while you're watching this, I am drinking a margarita. No, I'm drinking a beer, smoking a cigar, and floating in a fucking floaty in my mother's pool.
Or on the beach.
Or in the boat.
But yeah, so this is pre-recorded, so if we don't talk to you during this live feed, that is why.
Yeah.
There will be people in the feed monitoring and all of that fun stuff.
Yeah.
What the hell is happening?
I don't fucking
But yeah, so we are on vacation because we've never taken a vacation in the 3 years we've been Scoops and Mischief.
Yeah.
So we're taking a week vacation. You guys won't even know because this is the Friday Fuckery Show. You all have already seen the Monday Night Shit Show Theater, which we will also tell you there that we are on vacation as well. But we love you all. Thank you for supporting us for these last 3 years. And
go support Cultus Black.
go support Cultus Black. We love you guys. Bye.
Bye.